wants you. We can bring it on the floor. Never danced like this before. We don't talk about it.
Hey guys, what's cracking? We are back today with another video. This time we're looking at another installment of Teambuilding University. Today we're going to be looking at the role of cleaner, which is something I promised in the last video after doing physical sweepers. Because in making the video, I was originally planning to have them be the same kind of video, but I realized when making it that these Pokemon are very different, maybe especially in terms of how you build them. That said, this is going to be the last video in the Teambuilding University role series. Following this, we'll get into actual construction of the teams based on the different elements that we've now discussed. So I'm actually pretty excited to get into this kind of culmination of the series. It's been going on for a long time on my channel, one of the oldest series, if not the oldest, by the competitive analysis. So I'm really excited for that and hoping it's going to be able to help a lot of people out. Team building is something that I really like. It's like probably one of my favorite parts of Showdown, and so that's really why I wanted to launch a series. Like, I really enjoy team building, so I wanted to share what I've learned about it with people. That said, we're gonna get right into it. First up, we got Belly Jet Azumarill. Belly Jet Azumarill is a force and a half in the OU tier, and always a threat whenever you see it if you can figure out that it's Belly Jet. Citrus Berry, Belly Drum, Aqua Jet is pretty much just priority with a monstrous attack stat that's literally just off the chain. Running full speed because why not? Lets you it helps you outspeed some more defensive Pokemon. I don't know, just defensive Pokemon in general. And then from there you can use one of your stronger attack moves such as Play Rough and hit them with that rather than relying on the weaker base powered Aqua Jet. Knockoff lets you hit some other stuff. You could also run Superpower to hit things like Ferrothorn. But Aqua Jet's gonna be really your go-to move. This is what a cleaner is a Pokemon that comes in once everything in the opponent's team has been weakened sufficiently and checks have been removed. So, and then after that, it comes in and just kind of just starts cleaning up. You know, these Pokemon are going to be fast, and not necessarily super offensive, but fast enough and offensive enough. Generally very fast, and then either relying on a speed set or priority, obviously, and then be able to just, you know, bop some threats, and just clean up, even though their offensive presence might not be sweeper level. That's kind of what separates these Pokemon from sweepers, is that generally sweepers have slightly better coverage and more offensive presence, while cleaners will be slightly faster, but not able to utilize the offensive presence or the coverage as much, which is why once everything's been kind of whittled down, that's when cleaners can come in and just start taking kills. But yeah, we got Citrus Berry here. Citrus Berry, Belly Jet. This is a very dominant set. We got a Choice Band, Extreme Speed, Dragonite. You could also definitely go run Weakness Policy if you wanted. Weakness Policy is great. Lets you boost up to 2.5 with Dragon Dance on one turn. If you wanted to run Weakness Policy, I would recommend replacing Outrage with Weakness Policy, and then maybe making this like Fire Punch or Ice Punch or something. You do you choose. But yeah, definitely want to run Dragon Dance on a Weakness Policy set. This set's going to be able to come in, and what's great about Dragonite, even though Extreme Speed isn't stab, Dragonite has a monstrous attack stat, good bulk, multi-scale helps it set up or take a hit if it needs to, and Extreme Speed is very great because it has +2 priority, which makes it a move that is able to outspeed a lot of, you know, priority users. So like, it's good to get. Most Pokemon cannot clean a Talonflame because Talonflame will outspeed them. But Dragonite has no problem with that because Dragonite can bop Talonflame with a strong Extreme Speed. Obviously, Weakness Policy making that even more threatening, but giving up some for Weakness Policy to be solid, you have to take that super effective attack. So it has to be a Fairy, Dragon, Ice, or Rock type attack. But yeah, if you wanted to run that, I would say to go with a set like this. And then for the last slot, you could go Dragon Claw for stab, or you could go with something like Fire Punch for better coverage because Dragon type's not going to be hitting a lot of things super effectively, obviously. Extreme Speed is going to be your go-to move, though. Moving on, we got Choice Band and Talonflame. Choice Band and Talonflame is able to, you know, have a pretty solid offense presence. Still not the greatest. It's like 390 attack. That's not bad, but it's, again, kind of lacking. But that's why it's a cleaner, because Talonflame is crazy fast. You can use Flare Blitz or Brave Bird. Brave Bird, obviously, through Gale Wings is what makes Talonflame such a threat, because it can use priority Rave Birds. And you can pick, you know, the move that you want to use and just really smash some holes from there. In the last slot, you could go throw in, I like to throw in U-turn just so I can function as a pivot earlier in the game and have some better usage early in the game, because otherwise Talonflame kind of serves as a mixture of a revenge killer, cleaner type role. Another thing is actually Choice Band and Dragonite. serves, and Choice Band and Dragonite actually serves as a revenge killer. A lot of revenge killers and cleaners kind of are quite similar, actually. And then we got a Flareblast, Tailwind, U-Turn, Brave Bird. Yeah, Tailwind can be replaced with Roost. I don't know. Probably not going to be using this move unless you're in some weird situation, but you never know because it doesn't really have a fourth move to put there, bar Natural Gift. Then you're not going to be able to put Choice Band. So yeah, we got Choice Scarf, Excadrill, Earthquake, Iron Slide, Rock Slide. You could choose to run Rapid Spin in the last slot. You could put X Scissor to hit things like Slow Row. But Earthquake, Iron Head is going to be Obligatory Stab. Rock Slide will be able to outspeed Talonflame and hit it with a very strong Rock Slide. I choose to run Jolly just because there's a lot of stuff that this helps you outspeed some opposing Scarfers. But again, if you wanted to run Adamant, you could also do that. This set has a lot of great coverage, which is what makes it so threatening, and also compared to all the others that we've gone over so far, bar, Zoom, and Setup, Dragonite, and what I'm going to say is it offers a lot more immediate power. It's stronger than Talonflame. Although Choice Band and Talonflame, is it stronger? Not exactly, I guess. Although it has better coverage, I would say, with its moves. And it doesn't have to set up. So that's what kind of Excadrill has going for it, along with not having a crippling Stealth Rocks weakness. But that said, one thing that Excadrill is obviously lacking is its access to priority, which is what makes the other three so intimidating, is that they have priority, so they'll be outspeeding almost no matter what. Finally, we got Weavile. Weavile with a Life Orb is going to be able to do a lot of damage to your opponent. Ice Shard, Icicle Crash, Knockoff, Poison Jab is what I'm going for. I chose not to put Pursuit on this Weavile set because it's going to be a cleaner anyways, and cleaners aren't going to be Pursuit trapping things. That's kind of stupid. But you could also opt for Low Kick over Poison Jab. But I would say between the other three, you kind of have to have all of them. And then you get to pick your last slot. Another Pokemon I want to throw in here actually is going to be Scissor. Choice Band Scissor is a pretty great... you can throw in a cleaner. You can throw in a Bullet Punch. Where did the Choice Band go? Okay, Choice Band, Bullet Punch, Knockoff, Superpower, and really you're honestly going to be clicking Bullet Punch 95% of the time. But in the last slot, you could go with U-Turn or Bug Bite. Because it's a cleaner, I'm just going to throw Bug Bite in there. And this set with Bullet Punch is going to be able to bop some heads. You know, Bullet Punch is one of the strongest priority attacks in the OU tier. This does out damage Dragonite's Extreme Speed, even though it's lower base power, even through Technician Boost, because it gets both Technician and Stab. This actually does out damage Dragonite's Extreme Speed, so that's worth considering. And it gets to hit some things super effectively, which Dragonite's Extreme Speed cannot. So I would say I don't know, that's a choice that's up to you. So of course, Scissor, not having as much versatility with a weakness policy set. But this is definitely something that I like. It's saw a lot more usage in X and Y. Nowadays, Scissor tends to either be Mega or Life Orb or Defog. Scissor's a great Pokemon, but this set has since fallen out of favor, and I still love it. Moving on, we're going to look at some Mega Cleaners. Mega Cleaners function largely the same role. We got a Mega Alakazam who hits a blistering 438 attack speed stat, which is going to be able to outspeed a lot of slower Scarf Pokemon as well. That's going to be Pokemon like Tyranitar, Magnezone, stuff like that. And then you can use Shadow Ball, Psyshock, Dazzling Gleam, Hidden Power Ice. You can also throw in a Focus Blast or an Energy Ball, I would say. Those are your two other options to put in here if you wanted. Focus Blast hitting things like Tyranitar, and Energy Ball hitting things like Manaphy, allowing you to clean those up. He's got a great special attack stat, insane speed stat, so you're going to really be able to do some damage late game. Of course, Mega Alakazam, when you're looking to set up your clean late game, cleaning happens late game, and when you're looking to do it, you got to make sure that Pokemon who's clean has no more threats to it on the field. So Mega Alakazam fears other cleaners like no other, because fast Scarfers, I think even Excadrill with Scarf will be outspeeding this thing. I think it needs to be Jolly to do that though, but don't quote me on that. But it's going to be fearing a lot of fast priority. I think Brave Bird, Talonflame, Choice Band knocks this out. Dragonite won't be knocking this out. Scissor might be knocking. Scissor, I'm pretty sure will be knocking this out. This thing fears those Pokemon a lot. So when you're setting up your Alakazam, be aware of you don't want to be leaving any common priority users on the field. We got Rock Polish Diancie. Rock Polish Diancie is a great Pokemon, great offensive presence, great bulk. Just after Rock Polish, really great presence. You might want to look on the Smogon Dex. So an analysis for a better EV spread, because I know this isn't the ideal EV spread. but I did not have time to look into what a better EV spread would be. But I know that there are better ones, because rock polish, obviously you don't need to have full speed investment, because after a rock polish, you're going to be outspeeding even most scarf users. And I mean, yeah, obviously you're not going to need to run this much speed. And then you can invest the rest in a special attack or some bulk, which is, so that speaks to itself. We've got Mega Lopunny. Mega Lopunny is, again, a blistering fast Pokemon with great perfect coverage thanks to Scrappy return and high jump kick. You're going to be able to whack everything around. Ice Punch hits a lot of other stuff. Fake Out gives you some priority options when you switch in. Other options on this set are definitely going to be things like Fire Punch, although that's kind of redundant with a high jump kick. I know a lot of people like to run Baton Pass, but on cleaning sets, that's not going to be very useful. Mega Lopunny is a high-tier Pokemon, high-rank Pokemon, and that's for good reason. It's got a great attack stat, although sometimes it's going to be lacking, which is why it serves as a cleaner, once again. Because it doesn't really have the power to bust. It's not a wall breaker or a sweeper by any means, because it doesn't have the offensive presence, with 371 being a great attack stat, but with no real way to boost it, bar Power-Up Punch. And are you really going to be using Power-Up Punch? Like, I've seen people do it. I wouldn't super highly recommend it. If you think that's going to work for you, then you do you. I would say always try and employ cool new strategies, but don't overdo it, because there's a reason why the best sets and the most popular sets are popular, and that's because they're usually the best sets around. But cool things can definitely catch your opponent off guard. We've got Mega Aerodactyl hitting an equal speed tier with Alakazam, gonna be able to really do some damage. This time we're looking to attack. Unfortunately, though, Alakazam has a higher special attack stat, which means it outclasses Aerodactyl a little bit. But Aerodactyl has access to Hone Claws. However, Tough Claws is also tough for Mega Aerodactyl, because its best attacks, being Stone Edge, isn't going to be able to make use of it. Aerial Ace is able to, and Ice Fang is able to. But, Mega Aerodactyl is a UU Pokemon, and I am going to say that's for a reason, although shout out to the Syracuse Sylveon's perfect pick in this guy. Finally, we got Mega Beedrill. Mega Beedrill is a great late game cleaner, again hitting a 100, actually not 150, but a fantastic 145 speed stat. Great attack stat. Great coverage between its moves, although it does have a lot of difficulty with steel types. Especially things like Skarmory, steel types that don't fear Drill Run, essentially. So things like Skarmory, and it's very, very susceptible physical priority, like Talonflame, Dragonite, Scissor, again, things like that. It has a lot of the same problems that Mega Alakazam faces. And also doesn't have a lot of versatility as far as the moves you get to choose, because these are basically the only 4 moves you get to choose. You could run Fell Stinger. I did a video on this guy once. You could run Fell Stinger. He also serves as a good offensive pivot, but you're going to have to take out his threats before he can do an effective clean, although I have been cleaned out. I have lost several times Mega Beedrills because I lost any effective counter I had. Like, I would say the best things to beat this thing are like Skarmory, Ferrothorn, stuff like that. Bulky steel types who don't fear Drill Run can really dent this thing. But alright, I hope that video was helpful, guys. Get excited for the Teambuilding University actual construct videos. I'm really excited to do those. I've been hoping to, I'm just really excited to get into those videos for a while. I've actually been doing a lot of research, talking to a lot of people about what they think, getting a lot of perspectives on it, and I feel like I have a very good idea of where I want to approach that angle that I want to approach it from. So, hope this was helpful, guys, and stay tuned, stick around. We're going to have a lot of cool CSL content, Teambuilding University content, competitive analysis, stuff like that. Alright, I'll see you guys later. Kraken Nation out.